Welcome back to another podcast about Hamlet.
This is called No Cuts.
All right. So I had a few questions for you today.
Okay. For me and him?
Oh, both of you guys. Yeah. So I was reading up on the story. I just thought I wrote down a few key points. So do you think Hamlet regrets acting crazy instead of just talking in negative on Claudius?
Yeah, I'm going to answer this one. Let me kill.
You got it.
Well, I do honestly think that because, Hamlet expresses his remorse for his actions when he's under the influence of his madness and he can't agree or regrets and harm could be caused. So, yeah, I do really feel he regrets his actions because, people do things when they're angry that they regret later.
I could agree with that. I feel like that's happened all.
That's definitely good.
We've all been there.
Definitely a good point.
So I would say 100%, yeah, he would.
Mm-hmm. What kind of notes? What are your thoughts on it?
What are your thoughts on that question? Kind of like same thing.
I don't think he regretted it, but
different take.
I don't know. I would say I would throw in maybe another word than regret, but
What's
another word? Can't think of it. It's fine, but like it's remorseful.
I don't know.
You're saying like he's remorseful? No, I'm just saying. Let's all get our points. Like, so if he's not regretful, he's remorseful.
Yeah, probably.
Remorseful?
Definitely remorseful. That's probably a better word. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, regret is a strong word, I would say, but I would just use that.
Maybe like he feels bad for what he did, but like he doesn't really regret it.
Yeah,
he thinks maybe he could have been a little bit cooler about the situation, but he's still happy he did it.
Mm-hmm.
Which I could totally see about that.
Yeah,
I kind of is that like what your point you would say? You agree about that? Let me ask you one.
All right, ask you one.
Maybe I can answer it.
Hey, I'll have
it. Okay. Do you think was Hamlet like angry with Gertrude for moving on so fast?
All right. I think Hamlet was undeniably angered by Gertrude's marriage to Claudius shortly after his father's death, and he expresses his anger throughout the play. He perceives her quick marriage as a betrayal, particularly given Claudius's perceived role in his father's death. This anger is a significant factor in his mental state and actions.
I honestly couldn't agree more. I'm going to be straight honest with you because I do think that his anger, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely was a little fast.
I mean, I know if that would be like if that happened in my family, I would be pissed. So, like, I know that, like, I fully agree with Hamlet and how he's feeling. I think that's draw ball Jamal. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that because, I mean, I think you see it in the story also, like you said, is when he kills Polonius because of how angry he was because he was spying on him. And he just, it was a reaction.
That definitely should have gone different. Polonius deserved
it. Much to take this off. Alright, so yeah, we kind of all agree. So I actually have a very controversial question.
I got a question.
Alright, you go and then I'll go.
Why did you guys think that Hamlet treated Ophelia so bad? I
think he treated her so bad. It was often interpreted as a reflection of his emotional turmoil and his manipulative force to play in the court. Like,
I agree with that. That's
so yeah. I'm gonna say I agree with you because Hamlet did treat her bad and it often interprets like a reflection of the emotional turmoil. So, but yeah, I agree.
Use turmoil in a sentence.
I agree. So now I'm very this is a lot of people have different beliefs on this. So,
all right.
Did you think Ophelia really committed suicide? People have takes.
Oh, that's a good one.
People have
that is a good question.
I'm gonna say my point first, but I'm gonna say people have takes where she did and she didn't, and there's multiple reasons. But I'm gonna say, I personally think that it's how everything's pointing that it kind of could go both ways, which I'm a little confused, little not too sure. I don't want to push one answer, which I think she could have easily committed suicide, but also been killed. Because if you think about it, think how many people got poisoned and killed in that last scene.
I personally think it was just a freak accident, a coincidence.
Yeah, I agree. I
think
she was just a goofball.
I think if she would have killed herself, she would have done it earlier.
Yeah, I feel like at this relationship, I feel like you would have done it another way too.
She
Like,
killed herself.
definitely,
You think
like-
she killed herself?
No, I don't. But if she would have, I think.
So you think she got killed by somebody?
No,
I
no,
feel
I
like
think
she was
she
just a
act-
freak
remember?
accident.
Oh,
No,
she
the swing.
accidentally fell.
Yeah,
Like I
she
just
was-
think, yeah, like it's like a weird way to
She-
go. out.
she had a
It's
big
kinda
dress
like,
on,
It's
she
like
couldn't
none of the
swim.
above, so she ain't committed
Yeah.
suicide. She ain't
She had
getting
the big dress
It was
on.
a freak accident.
It was literally
Yeah,
I believe.
I can agree because I mean, if you think about it, if you get soaked with your clothes on, you're kind of like getting pulled down. She had a big dress, a big.
Especially if
wedge.
you can't swim and you live in a river.
Yeah, I mean, there's not
The
much.
big
of-
dress was wearing her
So I just
down.
think it really was a coincidence. Yeah, that's why I wanted to,
Mhm.
How about you ask this question?
Do you guys think that Laertes lost to Hamlet on purpose in the sparring, the fencing?
No,
match?
I don't believe that.
You think?
I think Hamlet's just a
Yeah.
better fighter.
I'm gonna say.
But the one thing I will say, I think like he like kind of knew it was over. Like he knew he was gonna die because of the poison. Like
Mhm.
because he dropped the knife. He could have easily tried to grab the knife. He just kind of let him go. I don't know.
Let me put my take in this. I think he was just a better fighter and he didn't.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
literally. I think it's that
I
simple.
like that.
There's no much more to put into it. It's just simple as 1, 2, 3, ABC.
Mhm.
Let's get one more final question before we wrap this up. I feel like we've had a good talk so far.
Yeah.
Got to our points.
Alright, so you wanna answer the question?
Yeah, how do you answer this question, man?
Let me find something in my notes.
yeah.
Maybe actually, let me answer one for you. Why did
You're
Claudius
asking-
not stop Gertrude from drinking the poison? Why do you think that?
Because I feel like it would have blown his cover.
Honestly, I think Claudius was just too deep at that point.
Yeah, I agree with
Like
that.
he literally,
I do
he was
agree.
going down, and it was
It
inevitable.
would have blown his cover also if he would have.
Exactly. Yeah, he would have said.
Sorry,
I,
Mhm.
I just stretch. But yeah, no, I fully agree. I think it would have blown his cover, and it wouldn't be worth it.
Mhm.
So why not? You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Well, all right, guys. That's
That was
it for
the
today.
episode.
First episode of
No cuts.
No Cuts.
Okay. We'll see you next.
See you next time.